is out, and here are all of your friends to wish you all the very best. Romeo and Juliet, take it away. Everybody. 1, 2, 3. Go Romeo! Go Juliet! Go rest on the cast! Rugby Theatre!
Both alike in dignity in fair Verona, where we lay our scene, from ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured, piteous overthrows that with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of this death-marked love and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but for their children's ends naught could remove, 'tis now the 2-hour traffic of our stage, the which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
And we being collar, we'll draw.
Ah, but while you live, draw your neck out to the collar.
I'm very quickly being moved.
Thou not quickly move to strike.
A dog of the house of Montague moves thee.
To move is to stir. To be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou move power is away.
A dog of that house shall move thee to stand. I shall take to the wall of any man or maid of Montague.
That makes thee a weak slave. For the weakest goes to the wall.
True. Therefore, being the weaker vessels, women are thrust to the wall. Therefore, I will push Montague's men from the wall and thrust his maids through the wall. I will be cruel with the maids and cut off their heads.
The heads of the maids.
Oh, the heads of the maids, or their maiden heads. Take it in what sense thou wilt.
They must take it in the sense of feel it.
Me they shall feel, whilst I am able to stand. And 'tis known, I'm a pretty piece of flesh.
Draw thy tool. Here come two of the house of the Montagues.
My naked weapon is out. Quarrel, I will back thee.
How? Turn thy back and run?
Fear me not.
To such is none which you wish to exemplify me.
I do bite my thumb, sir.
To such is none which you wish to exemplify me.
Is the law of our side if I say aye?
No.
No, sir, I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. But I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Sensitive on you? Yeah,
If you do, sir, I am for you. I serve as good a man as you.
yeah, boy lips.
Well, sir.
Say better.
Yes, better, sir.
Quiet.
Draw if you be mad. Gregory, remember thy sovereign mother.
Turn thee, Benvolio, look upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace. Put up thy sword, or mind it to part this men with thee.
What? Drawn and talk of peace? I hate the word, as I hate hell, or Montagues! And thee. That thee, coward.
these civil brawls, preliminary word by the old Capulet and Montague have twice disturbed the quietness of our streets. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For this time, all the rest depart away. You, Capulets, shall go along with me. And Montague, come you this afternoon to learn our further pleasure in this case. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
Kto znów rozpalił tę starą nienawiść?
Here were the servants of your adversary, and yours was fighting ere the approach.
A gdzież jest Romeo? Czyś widziała go dzisiaj? Jestem szczęśliwa, że go tu nie było.
So early walking did I see your son?
Nasz królów mroczne chwile zapowiada. Musi przyczynę zwalczyć dobra rada.
Who's that? Do you know the cause?
Nie znam. On jej nie chce wyjawić.
See where he comes. So please you, stand aside. I will know his reasons, or be much denied.
Pozostań tutaj, a my pójdźmy.
Good morning, cousin.
Is the day so young?
But you struck nine.
Ah, that hour seem long. Czyż są mój ojciec, ojcze tak szybko są?
It was. Jaki smutek, bo dużo godzin Romea.
Brak tego, co miałby je skrócić.
In love.
Out.
Of love.
Out of your favor, I am in love.
Że miłość, obraz łagodności, szorska i płaszcza jest w rzeczywistości.
Alas, that love, who views muffled still, shoot without eyes, see patron to his will. Where shall we dine? O, walczono tutaj? Nie opowiadaj mi, już wiem o wszystkim. Here is much to with hate, but more with love. Farewell, my God.
Tell me sadness, who's that you love?
In sadness, cause I do love a woman.
So nie when I suppose you love.
Biegle celujesz. And she's fair, I love.
Pięknie trafić najłatwiej.
Well, in that hit you missed. She'll not be hit with Cupid's arrow. She have Diane's with, in a strong proof of chastity on arm. From not with childish bow, she's live unharmed.
She had sworn that she still will live chaste.
She had, and in that spirit with huge ways, she have to sworn to love. And in that vow, do I live dead to live to tell it now?
You would forget to think of her.
Teach me how I should forget to say.
I even liberated into thine eyes. It's only other beauties.
He that is fucking
Montague
blind.
is bound as well as I. In penalty alike, it is not hard, I think, for men so old as we to keep the peace.
Of honourable reckoning are you both, and pity 'tis you lived that on so long. But now, my lord, what say you to my suit?
But saying over what I have said before, my child is yet a stranger in the world.
Younger than she, our happy mother's maid.
Too soon marred are those so early made. The earth hath swallowed all my hopes, but she is the hopeful lady of my earth. Woo her, gentle Paris, and get her heart. And my will to her consent is but a part, and she agrees. Within her scope of choice lies my consent and fair according voice. This night I hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I have invited many a guest, such as I love, and you, one more among the store, most welcome, makes my number more. And my poor house will to behold this night earth-treading stars that make dark heaven light.
At this same ancient feast of Capulets, some different Rosalind who dumps her lovers. Compare her face with somebody I shall show, and I make big fingers swung the crow.
One fairer than my love? Don't seeing some so very much first, the war begun. I go alone. No such sign to be shown, but to rejoice in splendor on my own.
Nurse, give leave a while, we must talk in secret. position to be married. It is an honour that I dream not of.
Ooh, an honour! Were I not thine only nurse, I'd say thou hadst sucked wisdom at the teat.
The violent house seeks you for his love.
Oh, a man, young lady. Oh, a man of all the world.
He's a man. What say you? Can you love the gentleman? This night you shall behold him at our feast. Read of the volume of young Paris' face and find delight writ there with beauty's pen. That book in many's eyes doth share the glory, that in gold clasps lots in the golden story. So shall you share all that he doth possess, by having him, making yourself no less.
No less. Nay, bigger. Women grow by men.
Speak. Can you like of Paris' love? I'll look to like, if looking like you move. But no more deep will I endart mine eye than your consent give strength to make it fly.
Go, girls, in happy nights to happy days.
I got a soul of lead, so 6 feet to the ground I cannot move.
You are a lover! Borrow Cupid's wings and soar!
Czasami korzystasz ze mną pójść tam na ten festyn, but there's nowhere to go.
And why, may one ask?
I dreamt a dream tonight.
Oh, so did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In better sleep. Why did you dream things true?
Oh! Oh! Well, then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and comes in the form no bigger than an agate stone, the forefinger and alderman, drawn by a team of tiny atomies over men's noses as they lie asleep. Her wagon stock's made of long spider's legs, and in this state she gallops night by night through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love. This is the very hag that when maids first lie on their backs, presses them, and makes them first to bear, making women of good courage. This is she who...
Mills, Mercutio, bees. Thou talks of nothing.
True. I talk of nothing but dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, which is as still a substance as the air and more inconstant than the wind.
This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done, and we shall come too late.
I fear too early. For might this give some consequence yet hanging in the stars? Shall it begin his fearful day with this night revels, and expire the term, what despised life close in my breast, or some violent forfeit of untimely death? But he, that gathers courage of my cause, direct my sail. On, last speak, gentlemen.
Welcome, gentlemen! Ladies that have their coats and played the corns will have a bout with you. Which of you all will now deny to dance? Dear lady, she, I'll swear, hath corns. Like I'm near you now. Welcome, gentlemen. I have seen a day that I've worn a mind, and I can tell a whispering tale in a fair lady's ear, such as we please. She's gone, she's gone, she's gone. You are welcome, gentlemen. Come!
I do not, sir.
Sztabki sztuczysty węgłami. I piękność. Są uliczna noc jak drugi dzień w Etiopa. In my heart, love to now, to swear beside. For I have so true beauty to this night.
This, by his voice, should be a Montague! What? Is the slave hither come to spite, to fleer and scorn at our solemnity this night? Now, by the stock and honour of my king, to strike him dead, I hope not a hound now! Wherefore storm you, sir? My uncle, this is a Montague! Our foe, a villain, hither come in spite, to fleer and scorn at our solemnity this night. No, Romeo, is it? Is he? That villain, Romeo!
Tempt me, gentle coz. Let him alone. He bears him like a portly gentleman. To say the truth, Verona brags of him to be a virtuous and well-governed youth.
It fits when such a villain is a guest. I'll not endure him.
Be endured! Oh, good man, boy. I say he shall. Go to! Am I the master here, or go to? You'll not endure him. God shall mend my soul. You'll make a mutiny among my guests. You'll say, cock-a-hoo! You'll be the boy who is a shame! Go to! You are a saucy boy, so indeed this trick may chance to escape you. I know what you must contribute. No, time. Well said, my heart, sir. You are a free fox. Go, be quiet. What more light for shame? I'll make you quiet.
Patience perforce with willful choler meeting, make my flesh tremble in their different greeting. I will withdraw, but this intrusion, now seeming sweet, shall convert to bitter gall.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, that you define as this, my lips, two blushing pilgrims ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which manly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saint lips and holy palmers speak?
I pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh, then, dear saint, let lips look at you. They pray. Grant thou, lest fate turn to despair.
Saints do not move their grant for prayer's sake.
And if not, all my respects I take, not through my lips, by yours, my sin is perished.
Then have my lips the sin that they have taught.
Sin from thy lips, don't rest but sweetly perish. Give me my sin again.
Kissed by the book.
Madam, you're not afraid to learn,
What is your mother?
Oh, Mary Bachelor, her mother is a lady of the house, and a good lady and a wise and a virtuous. I nursed her daughter that you talk to the Lord. Tell you can lay hold of her, she'll have the cheeks.
Is she a Capulet? Raz duszą i ciałem, wygonimy życie w stawach oddałem.
Idźmy, to doszła już zabawa.
Tak, a przed panią wzrosła mowa.
Nay, gentlemen, prepare not to be gone. We have a trifling foolish banquet towards. If it is so, then I thank you, gentlemen. I thank you all. Good night.
Come in the nest. What is your gentleman?
His name is Romeo, and amongst you, the only son of your great enemy.
My only love sprung from my only hate. Too early seen, unknown, and known too late. Prodigious birth of love it is to me that I must love a loaded enemy.
What's this? No. That's the way the strangers all are gone.
Can I go forward when my heart heart is here. Turn back thou leg and find thy sent you out.
Romeo! Brother Romeo! Romeo!
Yeah, he's wise, and on my life, stole him home to bed.
Poor good ricochet!
I'll come to two. Romeo! Humans, madman, passion, I love it. The egg is dead, and I must come in. I come to thee by Rosamond's bright eyes, by her high forehead, by her scarlet lip, by her fine foot, her quivering thigh, and the dimensions of their adjacent line. I don't like this a bit worse.
Come! He hath hid himself among the streets to be consorted with a humorous knight. Blind is his love and best befits to die.
If not be blind, look, cannot hit them up. Now will he sit under some medlar tree and wish his maid with that kind of fruit the maids call medlars when they lie alone. Ha! Romeo, that's you were, open arms and now a popping pair. Good night, Romeo. Oh, to my truckle bed. This field bed is too cold for me to sleep. Come. Shall we go?
He just had scars that never felt a wound. But soft. What light you on the window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who's already sick and pale with grief. She speaks, yet she says nothing. All of that. Her right discourses. I will answer it. No, I am too bold. It's not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all the heaven have been some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in the streets they return. See how she leads her cheek upon her hand? Oh, that I write love upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Why me?
Przemówiła. Oh, speak again, bright angel, without glorious to this night.
Romeo. Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Mam słuchać dalej, czy zaraz odpowiem?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Or be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
Biorę cię na słowo. Call me but lawful will be new baptized. Henceforth I will never be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus bescreened in night so stumblest on my counsel?
Kim jestem? Tego nie umiem określić imieniem. My name, first say, is hateful to myself, because it's enemy to thee. Had I it written, I will tell the words.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo? And a Montague?
Neither, first say, if either to this life.
Camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here. If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Allah, thy lights more bare in thine eyes than 20 of the souls. Look thou but sweet, and thy proof against the enemy.
Not for the world they saw thee here.
I have the nights close to hiding from the side, and if thou must love me, let them find me here. I like to be beheaded by the head, down there, prolonged, wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundest thou out this place?
My lord, who first prompted me inquire, he lent me counsel and I lent him eyes.
Thou know'st the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek for that which thou hast overheard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell on form, fain deny what I have spoke. But farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. But if thou swear'st, thou mayest prove false at lovers' perjuries, then say Jove laughs. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love me, pronounce it faithfully. Or, if thou think'st I'm too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay, so thou wilt woo, but yet not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayest think my behaviour light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that which thou overheard ere I was wearing my true love's passion. Therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding to light's love which the dark night had so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I swear.
Swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon that monthly changes in her circuit orb, lest thy love prove likewise variable.
What should I swear by?
Well, do not swear at all. Although I join thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too sudden, too unadvised, too like the lightning which doth cease to be ere one can say it lightens. Sweet good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night. Good night, a sweet reposing rest come to thy heart as that within thy breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
Well, what satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thine was faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw with full purpose, love?
But to be frank and give it thee again, and yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love as deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have for both are infinite. Juliet! I hear some noise within. Dear lover, dear. Sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little, I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night! I'm afeard, being in night. Oh, this is but a dream. Too flattering sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honourable, thy purpose marriage, send word tomorrow by one that I'll procure to come to thee where and what time thou wilt perform the rite. And all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world. Madam! I come anon! But if thou meanst not well, I do beseech. By and by I come! To cease thy suit and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow I will send. I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. It is almost morning. I would have thee gone. Good night. Good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Spokój tej piersi, swym oczom twoim, pragną wstęp twym być, swym spokojem.
Grey-eyed morn smiles on a frowning night, checkering the eastern cloud with streaks of light, and flecks darkness like a drunkard reels from forth day's heart, and tightens fiery wheels. Now, ere the sun doth advance his burning eye, the day to cheer, and night's dank dew to dry. I must upfill this osier cage of ours with baleful weeds, precious juice flowers. The earth that nature's mother is her tomb. And what is her burying grave? That is her womb. And from her womb, children of diverse kind, we sucking of her natural bosom find many, for many virtues excellent. None but the sun, yet all different.
Good morning, Father.
Benedicte! Early tongue so sweet saluteth me. Young son, it argues a distempered head so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Therefore thy earliness doth be assured thou art uproused by some distemperature. Or if not so, then here I did right, our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
The last is true. The sweet rest is mine.
Oh, God pardon sin. Wast thou a Rosaline?
Yes, Rosalina Wojciech. I forget that name and that name's well.
Well, that's good, my son, but where hast thou been then?
I'll tell thee if thou askest me again. I have been feasting with mine enemy. I pay no hatred, blessed man, for whom my intercession like one stands my foe.
Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift. Riddling confession finds but riddling shrift.
Then plain you know, my heart the love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. As mine on hers, so her is set on mine. In all combined evil thou must combine by holy marriage. Where and how we met, with exchange of woe, I'll tell thee as we pass. But this I pray, that consent us to marry us on today.
Holy St. Francis! What a change is here! It's Rosalind, who now this love so dear, so soon forsaken. Young men's love then lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes.
Thou chidest me of for loving Rosaline.
For doting, not for loving, pupil mine.
I pray thee, chide not.
In one respect our majesty to thee, for this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household's rancour to pure love.
Oh, with that camp, I stumble in sudden haste.
Wisely and slow, they stumble that run fast. Where the devil should this Romeo be? Can you not hope tonight?
Rugby Theatre spoke with his men.
Oh, that same pale, hard-hearted wench. That Rosaline torments him so she's already mad.
Tybalt, the keys of the Capulets, that sent the letter to his father's house.
The challenge?
Romeo will answer it.
Any man that can write may answer a letter.
Hey, he will answer the letter's master. Tell him dead, be dead.
Oh, lass, poor Romeo. He's already dead. Stabbed with a white wench's black eye. Shot through the ear with a love song, the very pin of his heart cleft with a blind bow boy's butt shaft. And is he a man to encounter Tybalt?
Why? What is Tybalt?
More than a pretty cats, I can tell. He fights as you say, quick up. Keeps his time, distance, proportion. The rest is merely 1, 2, in your bosom. The very butcher of a silk button. A jurist, a gentleman at the very first and second cause. Ha! You mortal passado! The reverso, the head!
What? You did not know. Nothing to do now.
You gave us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Dobrego poranka życzę wam obu. What gentleman I gave you.
The slip, sir, the slip. Can you not conceive?
Wybacz mi, Bernicio. My business was great. In such a case as mine, a man may strain courtesy.
How that's as much to say such a case as yours. Make the strain amount to burn.
Meaning to courtesy.
Thou hast most kindly hit it.
A most courteous exposition.
And the very pink of courtesy.
Pink or flower. When there is my pump to a flower.
Well said. Following this jest, till thou was worn out by a pump, then when the single soul of it is worn, the jest may remain after the wearing sole singular.
Single soul jest. Sorry, single.
Come between us, good Benvolio, my will is faint.
Stop there!
Got a good morrow, gentlemen.
God, ye good.
Yea, fair gentlemen. 'Tis no less. For the bawdy hand of the diet is now upon the cricket wall.
You? What a man are you?
One gentleman that got himself to mar.
It is well said for himself to mar, quoth thou. Gentlemen,
Could any of you tell me where I may find the young Romeo?
I can tell you, but young Romeo will be older when you're gonna found him than he was when you sold him. I'm the youngest of that name, for fault of the worst.
Oh, you say well.
Yes, the worst well. Very well took of the faith, wisely, wisely.
You be he, sir. I desire some confidence with you.
Romeo, will you come to your father's for to dinner?
I will follow you.
Farewell, ancient lady.
A gentleman, nurse, that loves to hear himself talk, and he will speak more in a minute than he will stand to in a month.
If he speak anything against me, I'll take him down and he'll be lustier than he is. And 20 such jacks. And if I cannot, if I knows that shall, scurvy knave. I'm none of his flirt guilds. I'm none of his canes mates. Oh, God. I'm so vexed that every part about me quivers. Scurvy knave! Pray you, sir, a word. My young lady bid me inquire you out, but what she bid me say I shall keep to myself. But first, let me tell you, if ye should lead her into a fool's paradise, as they say, 'twere a very gross kind of behaviour, as they say. For the gentlewoman is young, and therefore if you deal double with her, truly it were an ill thing to be offered to any gentlewoman, and very weak dealing.
Nurse, commend to the lady and mistress, who shut on Giselle.
Oh, good heart. Oh, my faith, I will tell her as much. Oh, she will be a joyful woman.
Bid her device to come to the shriek this afternoon, and there she shall, at the flying woman's cell, be shrived and merry.
This afternoon, sir. Oh, she shall be there. There is about town a young nobleman, one Paris, who would fain lay nigh for board. But she, good soul, has at least a toad, a very toad to see in. I anger her sometimes, and I tell her that Paris is the properer man. But I'll warrant when I say so. She looks as pale as any proud universal world.
Commend to the lady.
Oh, 1,000 times.
Is thy news good or bad? Say either is good or bad.
Well, you have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Not Romeo. Not he. Though his face be better than any man's. His head excels all men. And as for a hand and a foot and a body, though they be not to be spoken on, yet they are past compare. He has not the flower of courtesy, but I'll warrant him as gentle as a lamb. Go thy ways, wench, serve God. What did he die in his home?
No, but all this did I know before. What says he of our marriage? What of that?
Oh, my head, how it aches. Oh, it beats as it would break into 20 pieces. Oh, my back. Oh, my back. Oh, to the side. Oh, beshrew your heart for sending me about to catch my death by jauncing up and down.
Faith, I am sorry thou art not well. Sweet, sweet, sweetness, tell me, what says my love?
Your love says, like an honest gentleman and a good and a kind and a handsome and I warrant a virtuous. Now, where's your mother?
Where is my mother? Why, she is in. Where should she be? How oddly thou repliest. Your love says, like an honest gentleman, where is your mother?
Dear, are you so hot? Come up, I trow. Is this the poultice for my aching bones? It's all to do your messages yourself.
He is such a coil. Come. What says Romeo?
Have you got leave to go to shrift today?
I have.
Then hie you hence to Friar Lawrence sail. Fair stays up a spring to make you a wife. Your cheeks, there'll be scarlet straight at any news. Hie you to church. I am the toil and drudge in your delight. You shall bear the burden soon at night. Hie away. Out to dinner, hie you to the cell.
Oh, high fortune, honest nurse, farewell.
A falling star fell from your heart and landed in my arms.
So smile the heavens upon this holy act, that after an hour of sorrow, chide us not.
Amen, amen. It cannot contemplate the exchange of joy that one should mean. Give me in her side. Do thou but close the hand with holy words. The love devouring death, do what he dare. It is enough. I might but call her mine.
These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die like fire and powder which as they kiss consume. The sweetest honey is loathsome in its own deliciousness, and in the taste confounds the appetite. Therefore love moderately. Long love doth so. Too swift arrives as tardy as too slow.
Good evening to my ghostly confessor.
Come with me and we will make short work. For by your leaves you shall not stay alone. So Holy Church incorporates 2 in 1.
Let's retire. The day's hot, the Capulets have ruled, and if you met, we shall not escape abroad. And now this hot day's mud not stirring. Bow my head. Here comes the Capulets.
Ah, by my heel, I care not. Follow me close, or I will speak to them. Gentlemen! Good day. A word with one of you.
Oh, but one word, oh, with one of us. A couplet and something, and make it a word, and there, blow.
You will find me apt enough to that, sir. And you give me occasion. Could you not take some occasion without? Mercutio, thou consortst with Romeo.
Consort! What dost thou make us minstrels? Look to make minstrels of us! Look to nothing but discords! Here's my fiddlestick! Here's my fiddlestick to make you dance out, consorts!
We talk to in public, hunt of men. Either withdraw to some private place and reason call you of your grievances, or else depart. Here I gaze on you!
Men's eyes were meant to look and let them gaze! On the bunch for no man's pleasure eye!
Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man.
But I'll be your hand, sir, if you wear your livery. Marry, before to go to field, he'll be your follower. In that sense, your worship may call him man.
Romeo! The hate I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain!
Tybalt, the reason I have to love thee, that much excuse for pertaining grace to such a greeting. Villain, am I none. Therefore, farewell.
Boy! That shall not excuse the injuries thou hast done me. Therefore turn and draw.
I do protest. I never injured thee, but loved thee better than thou canst devise. Then you should know the reason of my love. And so, good Capulet, which name I tender as dearly as my own. Be satisfied.
Come on, the fire, mistress! That's the rat goes away! Come, Tybalt, you rat catcher, will you walk?
What would you have with me?
Oh, good king of cats, I think one of your 9 lives I meant to make bold with all, as you shall use me hereafter to try to beat the rest of the 8.
Oh, I'm for you.
New Mercutio, put the raper up!
Come, sir, your passada.
Gentlemen, for shame! Forbid this outrage! Tybalt, Mercutio, the priest expressed in passion for all our streets! Imagine shit! You Mercutio!
A flame above your house, Blacksmith!
What? I
Mr. Scratch. Go for the better sergeant!
Carriage man, the head cannot be much.
It's not so deep as a well, nor as wide as a church door, but Mary, it is enough. It will serve. That will be tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man. I'm peppered. I warrant for this world a plague, broke, store, pounded, sons, a dog, a rat, a mouse to scratch him unto death, a braggart, a villain, a rogue that fights by the book of arithmetic. Why never keep you between us? I was hurt under your arm.
I thought all for the best.
But Lord, help me to some house before I fight. They have made worms meat of me. A plague on both your houses. I have it soundly too. Your houses!
Szlachcic ten, krewny księcia, mój szczery przyjaciel. Zamyk ci ją cios śmiertelny. Cześć moją Tybalt z niewagi zbrukał. Tybalt, krewny mu niemal od godziny. Słodka Julio, twa piękność sprawiła, że zniewieściałem i hart mój utraciłem.
Mężczyzna Mercucja nie żyje. Walecznie jego duch poszedł w obłoki i przedwcześnie garb pobytem na ziemi.
Dzięki fatalny ty taki wróży. Ty się raz zacznie źle, zwykle trwa dłużej.
Szalony Tybalt wraca znowu.
Żywy w triumfie, a Mercutio zginął. Trać stąd do nieba, kornała godności. Pobiednaka furio, ty mnie prowadź. Now, Tybalt, take the villain back again without give me. For Mercutio's soul, with your above our heads. Stay for time to keep him company. Ty lub ja, albo obaj polegniemy. Idę down.
pathetic consorting here shall with him hence.
To się tym rozstrzygnie!
Not Romeo. He was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes, but what belongs to them? The life of table.
And for that offence, immediately we do exile him hence. I will be deaf to pleading and excuses. Nor tears nor prayers shall purchase out abuses, therefore use none. Let Romeo hence in haste, else when he is found, that ours is last. Bear hence this body and attend our will. Mercy but murders, pardoning those that kill.
Come night, come Romeo, come thou day in night, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, whiter than new snow on a raven's back. Come gentle night, come loving black proud night, give me my Romeo. When he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night, and pay no worship to the garish sun. Oh, I have bought the mansion of a lover, not possessed it, and though I am sold, not yet enjoyed, so tedious is this day, as is the night before some festival to an impatient child that has new robes and may not wear them. Ay me, what news? Why dost thou wring my hands?
Well a day. He said, we are undone, lady, we are undone. Lack the day, he's gone, he's killed, he's dead.
You never be so envied.
Romeo can, though heaven cannot. Romeo, who would have thought it? Romeo!
Whatever art thou that dost torment me thus? And this torture shall be wrought in dismal hell.
I saw the wound, I saw it with my eye. God save them all. Here on your man's breast. Piteous thought, bloody piteous thought. Pale, pale as death. All bedaubed in blood, all in your blood, I swear you that.
Oh, break my heart! Oh, make your breaker what?
Tybalt, the best friend I had. Courteous Tybalt, honest gentleman that ever I should live to see thee dead.
What sort is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo slaughtered and is Tybalt dead? Oh, my dear loved cousin and my dear lord! And that dreadful trumpet Did Romeo's hand to Devil's blood?
It did. I like the day it did.
Servant, the heart hid with a flowering face. Servant, dragon keep so fair a cape. Oh, let deceit and dwell in such a gorgeous palace.
No trust, no faith, no honesty in men. All perjured, all forsworn, all naught, all dissembled. These griefs, these woes, these sorrows make me old. Shame come to Romeo.
Blistered be thy tongue for such a wish. He was not born to shame. Upon his brow shame is a shame to sit, for 'tis a throne where honour may be crowned some monarch of the universal earth. Oh, what a beast was I to chide at him.
Will you speak well of him that killed your cousin?
Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? My husband lives that Tybalt would have slain. And Tybalt's dead that would have slain my husband. Tybalt's dead and Romeo banished. Banished, that one word, banished and saved 1,000 Tybalts. Tybalt's death was woe enough. Romeo is banished. It is be that word his father, mother, Tybalt, Romeo and Juliet, all slain, all dead. Romeo is banished. There is no end, no limit, measure, bound. In that word's death, no words can that bow sound. Where is my father and my mother? None.
Weeping and wailing over Tybalt's corpse. Will you go with her? I will take you thither.
Who will stain his wounds with tears? Mine shall be spent when there's a trial for Romeo's banishment. But I, a maid, die maiden widowed. Come, nurse. I'll to my wedding bed. Death, not Romeo, take my maiden head.
I'll find Romeo to comfort you. I won't well where he is.
Find him. Give this ring to my true knight and bid him from stays last farewell.
Oh, Romeo, come forth. Come forth, thou fearful man. Affliction is enamoured of thy part, and thou art wedded to calamity.
Father, what's use? What's the princess do?
A gentler judgment vanished from his lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Vignale? Be merciful, say death!
Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no wall without the world as well, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. Thou cuts my head off with a golden axe, and smiles upon the stroke that murders me.
Oh, deadly sin! Oh, rude unthankfulness! Thy fault our law calls death. But the kind prince taking thy part have brushed aside the law and turned that black word death to punishment. This is dear mercy, and thou seest it not.
This torture, not mercy. Heaven is here, where Juliet lives, and every cat and dog and a little mouse, every unwedded thing live here in heaven, and my little head. But Romeo will not. More validity, more honorable stay, more conscience in Caius time than Romeo. He is banished. Ojcze, potępieńcy w piekle znają to słowo i muszą je z byciem. Come, down, has the hand, being a divine, a ghostly confessor, a sin absolver, and my friend profess to mingle with that word banishment.
Oh, man, hear me but speak a word.
Znów mi będziesz mówił o wygnaniu.
I'll give thee armour to keep off that word. Adversity speak milk, philosophy to comfort thee, though thou art banished.
Yeah, banished, hang out philosophy, unless philosophy can make a Juliet. Reverse it down. This little breeze is due. It helps not. It prevails not. Yes, for me, thy organ.
Oh, then I see that madmen have no ears.
How should they when the wise men have no eyes?
Let me just spit with the thy estate.
Don't touch your feet, don't touch your feet.
What not? Romeo, arise.
Yeah. I said, oh, my ridiculous. I'm trying to see it. The broken providing.
Who's there? Oh, what is you? Let me take him. Let me stay a while. I come. You're not so hard. Whence come you? What's your will? Welcome in.
Holy Fry, tell me, Holy Fry, where is the lady's lord?
There, on the ground, with his own tears made drunk.
Oh, he's living in our mistress' case. Just in our case. Oh, awful sympathy. Piteous predicament. In so lies she, blubbering and weeping and weeping and blubbering. Stand up! Stand up, you young man! For Juliet's sake, for her sake, rise and stand! Why should you fall into so deep a hole?
Nurse.
Oh, sir. Oh, that's the end of all.
How is she? And how does she? And what says my conceived lady to our council law?
She says nothing, sir. Falls on the bed, weeps and starts up again and calls on Tybalt and cries to Romeo and then down falls again.
As is that name, shot from the deadly level of a gun, did murder her. As this name, curse can murder her kinsman. Oh, tell me, Friar, tell me, in what vile part of this anatomy that my name lost? Tell me that I might suck the hateful man.
Oh, man! Thy form cries out the lot, thy tears are womanish. Thy wild action and the original fury of a beast. What rapidity, man! Thy Juliet is alive! For whose dear sake thou must but late be dead. There art thou happy. Tybalt would cruel thee, but thou slewest Tybalt, there art thou happy too. The law that threatened death becomes thy friend and turns it to exile. There art thou happy. A pack of blessings light up upon thy back. Happiness courts thee in her best array. Oh, but like a sullen and misbehaved wench, thou poundest upon thy fortune and thy love. Oh, take heed. Take heed. For such die miserable. Go, get thee to thy love, as was decreed. I send her chamber hence, and comfort her. Go, Faunus, commend thee to thy lady, and bid her hasten all the house to bed, which heavy sorrow makes an apt unto. Romeo is coming.
My lord, I'll tell my lady you will come. Oh, here, sir. The ring she bade me give you, sir. Now you shall make haste, for it grows very late.
How well my comfort is revived by this.
Give me thy hand. 'Tis late. Farewell. Good night.
Sir Paris, I will make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she will be ruled in all respects by me. Nay more, I doubt it not. Wife, go you to her, ere you go to bed. Acquaint her here of my son Paris' love, and bid her, mark you me, on Wednesday next. What's off, what day is it?
Monday, my lord.
Monday? Well, Wednesday is too soon. Or Thursday let it be, or Thursday. Tell her she shall be married to this noble earl. Will you be ready? Do you like this haste? Well, what say you, Thursday?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Get you gone. Oh, Thursday be it then. Go you to Juliet, ere you go to bed. Prepare her, wife, against this wedding day. Farewell, my lord knight, to my chamber ho. And for me it is so very late that we might call it early by and by. Good night.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale and not the lark that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the moon. Night comes so burn out. I must be gone and live, stay and die.
Yon light is not daylight, I know it I. It is some meteor that the sun exhales to be to thee this night a torchbearer and light thee on thy way to Mantua. Oh, therefore stay yet, thou needst not to be gone.
I have more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, and welcome. Juliet rules it so. How eats my soul, its talk is not dead.
It is, I hence be gone away. It is the lark that sings so out of tune, straining harsh discords and unpleasing sharps. Some say the lark makes sweet division, this doth not so, for she divideth us. Now be gone, more light and light it grows.
More light and light, more dark and darker rose.
Madam!
Nurse?
Your lady mother's coming to your chamber, the day is broke. Be wary, look about.
And window let day in, and let life out.
Farewell. Farewell, one kiss now to send.
Oh Lord, I have an ill-divining soul. Methinks I see thee, thou now art below, as one dead in the bottom of a tomb. Either my eyesight fails, or thou lookst pale.
And trust me, love, in my eyes so do you. Dry sorrow drinks up blood. Adieu. Adieu.
Fortune. Fortune, all men call thee fickle. If thou art fickle, what dost thou in him that is renowned for fate? Be fickle, Fortune. But then I hope thou wilt not keep him long, but send him back.
Daughter, are you up?
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death. What? Wilt thou wash him from his grave with tears? And if thou couldst not make him live, therefore have done. Some grief shows much of love, but much of grief shows still some want of wit.
Yet let me weep for such a feeling loss.
So shall you feel the loss, but not the friend which ye weep for. But now, I'll tell thee joyful tidings, girl.
And joy comes well in such an easy time. What are they, I beseech your ladyship?
Well, thou hast a careful father, child, one who, to put thee from thy heaviness, hath sorted out a sudden day of joy. But thou expectest not, nor I looked not for.
Madam, in happy time, what day is that?
Marry, my child. Early next Thursday morn, the gallant young and noble gentleman, the Count of Paris, at St. Peter's Church, shall happily make thee there a joyful bride.
Now by St. Peter's Church and Peter too, he shall not make me there a joyful bride. I wonder at this haste, that I must wed ere he that should be husband my lord and father, madam, I will not marry yet. And when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, who you know I hate, rather than Paris. It is news indeed.
When the sun sets, the end of prison June.
He will take it in your hands.
And our wife, having delivered to her our decree.
Aye, sir, but you will none. She gives you thanks. But with the fool will marry to her grave.
Take me with you, wife. How? Will she not? Is she not proud? Does she not give us thanks? Does she not count her blessed, unworthy as she is, that we have brought so worthy a gentleman to be her bridegroom?
Proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate. Yet thankful for hate that is not love.
Shut, Monty, what is this? Proud, and I thank you, and I thank you not, yet not proud. Mistress Minnie and you. Thank me no thankings, nor proud be no prouds. Fettle your fine joints gainst Thursday next to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I will drag me on a handle thither, out to green sickness carry it, out to bang. Tell the face!
My, what are you mad?
Good father, I beseech you on my knees. Hear me with patience when to speak a word.
Hang thee, young baggage! Disobedient wretch! I tell you, get me to church, oh Thursday, or never after look me in the face. Speak not, reply not, do not answer. We scarce thought us blessed that God had lent us but this only child. Now I see this one is one too much. We have a curse in her out on her heaven.
God in heaven, bless her. You are to blame my lord and raise her so.
And why, my lady wisdom? Hold your tongue, good prudence. Smatter with your gossips. No!
I speak no treason.
Go
May one not speak?
Mumbling fool. Utter your gravity over a gossip's ball, for here we need it not.
You are too hot.
Breath makes me mad. Day, night, hour, time, work, play, alone, in company. Still, my care has been to have her mad. And having now provided a gentleman of noble parentage, fair finances, youthful, nobly trained, stuffed, as they say, with honourable parts, proportioned as one's thought would wish a man, to then have a wretched, pooling fool, a whining mammoth, in her fortune's tender answer, I'll not wait. I cannot love, I am too young, I pray you pardon me. But, as you'll not wed, I'll pardon you. Raise where you will. You shall not house with me. Look to, think on. Thursday is a hand on heart despite, and you be mine, I'll give you to my friend, and you be not, hang, beg, starve, die in the streets. For by my soul, I'll never acknowledge thee. Nor what is mine shall never do thee good. Just to think of. I'll not be forsworn.
Is there no pity sitting in the cup that sees into the bottom of my grief? Oh, sweet my mother, curse me not away. Delay this marriage for a month, a week. Or if thou wilt not, make the dim bright in that monument where devil lies.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word.
Do as thou wilt, for I have done with thee.
Juliet, on Thursday early when I arouse you. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy.
I must, and nothing may prorogue it. On Thursday next be married to this county.
Tell me not, Brian, that thou hearest of this, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it. In thy wisdom thou canst give no help. Do thou call my resolution wise, and with this night I'll help it presently. God joined my heart and Romeo's, thou our hands. Ere this hand by thee to Romeo sealed, this shall be the label to another deed. Oh, my true heart with treacherous revolt to her to another, this shall slay them both. Oh, be not so long to speak. I long to die if what thou speak not a remedy.
Hold on, sir. I do spy a kind of hope, which craves as desperate an execution as that is desperate which we will prevent. Go home. Be merry. Give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night, look at thy lyre alone. Let not thy nurse lie with thee in my chamber. Take out this vial, deal there in bed, and this distilled liquor, drink them off. When presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humour, for no pulse shall keep his naked progress but surcease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thy lips. The roses in thy lips and cheeks shall fade to pay the ashes, and thy eyes' windows fall like death when he shuts up the day of life. Each part deprived of supple government shall stiff and stark and cool appear like death. And in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. Now, in the morning when the bridegroom comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. And as a manner of our custom is, in thy best robes uncovered with the bier, thou shalt be born to that same ancient vault where all the kindred of the Capulets lie. In the meantime, against thou shalt awake, shall Romeo
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint cold fear thrills through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of life. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No. No, this shall forbid it. Right out there. Oh, what if it be a poison which the friar subtly administered to have me dead? Lest in this marriage he should be dishonoured because he married me before to Romeo. I fear it is. And yet, he thinks it should not, for he hath still been tried a holy man. Romeo, I come. This do I drink to thee.
Make haste, the county will be here with music straight, or so he said it would. Nurse! Wife! What? Nurse, I say! Go awaken Juliet! Help to trim her up with already. Death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the fields. Take my hands, make me well tight on my tongue and won't let me. Come. Body sleeps in Couples Monument. O, wybacz, panie, że tak złe wieści przynoszę. Lecz przecież taką kazałeś mi spełnić powinność.
Czy to możliwe? Gardę mamy gwiazdy! Hast come bring me letters from the friar?
Never be long.
Nie ma to znaczenia. Well, Juliet, I would lie with thee tonight. Let's see for means. No mischief thou art sweet in the thought of desperate men. I do remember an apothecary.
Dust and water and dust, water and dust. And did you think I'd leave you here forever? Oh no, no, no. This time water and dust, water and dust. The longing dust wave, I was the moon, but lost him soon, lost him soon. This time water, water and dust, water and dust.
My love, my wife, death that sucked with thy breath, and had no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered, yet in thine, crimson, in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and the dead pale patches of thy vesture. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, hold you the dorsal breath. Seal the righteous kiss. Here's to my love.
Dagger, this is thy sheath.
See what a scourge is laid upon your hate, that heaven finds means to kill your joys with love, and I, for winking at your discords too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished. A glooming peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned and some punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
Think about it, there must be a higher world, down in the heart, hidden in the stars above. Without it, I feel.
Rob, a few words. How do you feel? That's close enough.
Okay. You can swear. It's pretty damn amazing. Now you have to edit that silence. Amazing, brilliant, great, fantastic, superb.